Once, when I was 12, I almost got carried away by a stream on a school trip. I already imagined it, where I would end up. I thought that maybe the river is connected to the one near my house, and that's where they would find me. The water bringing me home. Or maybe they wouldn't find me at all, as the water decides to claim me and refuses to return me alive. Before the fear caught up to me, though, a hand pulled me and brought me back to the riverbank. I couldn't look at rivers for a while after that. I had nightmares where no hands pulled me from the water, where I drown, where I become a mermaid, where a water deity keeps me imprisoned at the bottom of the river. We used to drive across several bridges on our way to my junior high school. Every morning, I would challenge myself to look down, out the car window, to see the heavy currents. Some days the river is more violent, angry, especially after a rainstorm. I used to pray that the bridge was strong enough to hold our weight. I am not unforgiving, and it takes a lot to make me angry. So when I am angry, it takes a while for me to forget. Because they're right. It's water under the bridge, and I'm over it. It doesn't bother me anymore. But I remember, still. Like I remember the river and how it almost took me away. Like the bridge I saw on the news that broke down. Like the people that fell as it broke. You could go across the same bridge several hundred times, but you'll never forget the river that runs underneath it. I knew someone who wasn't always treated kindly. How those people who did her dirty now try to wash their hands off of their cruelty by being kind to her. And though they never apologized, she chose to forget their misdeeds. Some people, after crossing the same bridge several hundred times, forget there's a river at all. I've had my fair share of conflicts, of being wronged, of hating people before forgiving them, of never forgetting the things that have been done to me. The older I am, the more forgiving I become. I learned to hear the unsaid apologies, the guilt shown but never admitted, the hope for forgiveness given without being asked. I find that the faster I forgive, the faster I forget. At 21, I went to a river, a different one than the one that almost took me away. I stood on a bridge and whispered, "I've forgiven, but I've yet to forget." And because all rivers flow to the ocean, because they're all connected in some way, when I went snorkeling a few weeks after that, the ocean did not try to drown me. And I began to forget the river.